Mark Consuelos is normally known as the charismatic co-host of Live with Kelly and Mark. However, a recent comment he made didn't sit well with the show's studio audience. The comments inspired Kelly Ripa to share a similar story from her and Mark's past. Consuelos revealed he's about to undergo surgery. During the recent Friday episode, Consuelos made a joke about dealing with turf toe, which he attributed to playing soccer. Turf toe refers to an injury affecting the ligaments or tendons in the big toe and is also common in American football players. The conversation came up during a discussion of how being a man's man could be dangerous to a man's health. In particular, many men actively avoid going to the doctor, which can cause issues to go unnoticed and untreated. Mark joked he had the opposite problem, saying he would go to a doctor for a hangnail. Kelly Ripa herself joked that the pageantry around Mark having any medical treatment is a thing to behold. Mark then brought up he was about to undergo another medical procedure. As Consuelos shared, playing soccer, I got turf toe. You jam the joint, and it starts to become arthritic, and I had the left one done about 10 years ago. However, Consuelos soon made a comment that did not sit well with the audience. Did you know, toe pain, they say, is worse than childbirth? They say that. Kelly Ripa suggested the perfect punishment for Mark Consuelos. The co-host didn't get much sympathy from the audience for saying the pain was worse than childbirth. He was immediately booed by the audience. Ripa turned to the camera and suggested the perfect punishment for her spouse, taking away his recent title of People's Sexiest TV show host. As she quipped, "Don't you want to recast your vote for Sexiest Host Alive?" Acknowledging he would now have to get work done on his right toe, Consuelos talked to producer Michael Gelman on how they could milk the procedure for views on the show. Ripa then described an earlier incident in which Consuelos received medical treatment that somewhat brought to mind his comments on the show. As noted by Entertainment Weekly, Ripa shared, "I'm sitting next to Mark's deathbed. Let's call it the deathbed in the hospital. Just came out of surgery, and he needs his sippy cup of juice and his graham crackers and whatever it is he needs. He was very groggy, and he says to the nurse as I'm sitting there next to him, 'My wife is very mean to me. She doesn't understand the pain I'm in. She's never had surgery before.' I was sitting there reading Vogue, and I go, 'I've had 3 C-sections. You're right, I've not had 7 stitches in my toe, but I've had 7,000 stitches in my abdomen.'" Did you see this recent episode of Live with Kelly and Mark? Make sure you come back to TV Shows Ace for all the latest TV and celebrity news.